Hey guys, Nathaniel here with another LEGO set review. This is Trouble on Tatooine, set 75299, and this is, as you can see, a very small set. It comes with a Tusken Raider with his gaffy stick, the child, and the Mandalorian. And this is the Mandalorian in his shinier armor that he gets partway through the first season of The Mandalorian. And one detail that I think is great that they included is there is printing on the arms, and there you can kind of see the launcher for his whistling birds, which are the little missiles that fly out of his arm. And on this shoulder, if you look very closely, I don't think it'll show up on this video well, but you can see the mark that the armorer puts on his arm in one of the later episodes of season 1. His signet, it's called the Mudhorn. Yeah, and having the printed details on the arms is something that LEGO has not done very often for minifigures, and I think it's a cool touch. It adds some extra detailing, and it looks really good when it's done right. And for some characters, it looks better to include, but it's not something that you see very often. And as you can see, this set is very small. When I first saw it, I thought it would be from 100 to like 225 pieces. It's actually 275 pieces. It's just a lot of really small pieces. So here we have a speeder that the Mandalorian uses to go across the sands of Tatooine. Here's a little pouch that the child, or Baby Yoda, fits into very nicely. Looks very accurate with him in there. And here we have a Tusken Raider hut with a campfire. And one feature I really like is how the hut opens up like this using hinges at these points. Just opens up for easier access to the interior for play. And then it folds up, look, and this exterior looks very much like the huts that are seen. I primarily think of Attack of the Clones for Tusken Raider huts. It looks very accurate to that. And also we have here one of the crossbows that the Tusken Raiders used in season 2 of The Mandalorian, the first episode of that season called The Marshal. Here in that episode they used these crossbows at one point, and it's cool. This is like where a thread would be for the harpoon or giant arrow, essentially, to be attached to so they could reel it back in. Probably these handles would wind it back and there would be a trigger, and they have a spring-loaded dart here. And this is the first time I've seen it in kind of the chrome, not quite chrome, but shiny gray that they use for the lightsaber handles a lot. Typically, I've seen those darts in transparent red, green, blue, sometimes even orange, because they're supposed to be lasers, and this is supposed to be a physical metal rod, so kind of neat to see it in that different color. I think this is a nice little set. The Tusken Raider has a bone in a pot, not entirely sure what that's going to be used for, but it's another detail to make it feel like this hut is used. I very much like how this exterior is made and that it opens up for that access to the interior. And this campfire is well made. And the details on this speeder are good. It has clips here for the Mandalorian's pulse rifle, which is this big gun, and then his small blaster so that he can be a safe driver, holding on to both handles of the speeder. And this is slightly adjustable here. And I like the coloring on it. Looks kind of beaten up, like it's seen some wear and tear. Some of the parts might be rusting a little based on this color. Very much fits the mood of this set, I think. I think this is a cool set. It's small, but the details aren't neglected because of its small size. It has a lot of those smaller pieces, so it is a little bigger in a way than it looks at first glance because of all those smaller pieces. And I think that everything in it is done well for good storage and play. Hope you liked this review. Thanks for watching.